got to see the snow video? Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4 on this last day of March.
March is out like a frozen lion.
Every year, the robins come back from down south, and it snows.
And they look stunned.
Yes.
Did you notice that? They're standing in the middle of the road.
Just like all of us.
Exactly.
Dr. Zorba Pastor will be along a little later on.
That's right. We'll be taking your calls live, and Mark and I will let you know when it's time to call in.
But first, topping our news today, a person of interest is now officially a suspect in Madison's first homicide of the year. We'll update you on last night's downtown shooting.
Months of police work and a tip led to an arrest in a Beloit homicide. We'll tell you where officers finally tracked the suspect down.
And Jared Kushner becomes the highest-ranking member of the Trump administration to testify in front of the January 6th committee. Let's take a look outside. The Merrimack Ferry arriving. This is sped up, I think, a little bit.
Okay, April. I was just going to say, wait a minute. When was that video shot?
Well, no, it is. It's from today. It's just we time-lapsed it.
Oh, I gotcha.
See, the cars are going.
Oh,
April Fools is the weather words because of the April weather.
That's right.
Getting fooled on us, Dana.
Because it's a joke.
It's a joke. It's all a joke.
Big joke right now. I do feel like I'm out in a little snow globe. We still have snowflakes swirling around. We still have light flurries for some areas. That's not going to wrap up for a few more hours, actually. Temperatures in the mid-30s. It is colder outside. Average temperatures in the middle of January are in the mid-30s for afternoon highs. This time of year we should be a little closer to 50 degrees. Now, late March snow isn't an anomaly. It's just not really a welcome transition into April, I think, for most folks. We still have some light snow flurries again in Madison. Notice to the northwest of Dane, or northeast of Dane County, we've had some steadier snowfall over the last about 45 minutes. Temperatures compared to yesterday, an 18-degree drop for Dane County, a 22-degree drop in Janesville. That puts us in the mid-30s across the board. Now, as we look ahead to your Friday, we're going to get the sunshine back, and it won't be quite as cold outside. High temperatures will land in the mid-40s because of this. We're not too concerned about the snow sticking around for too long throughout the day tomorrow, but if you're a fan of the snow, I do have some more in the forecast before the 10-day wraps up. So we'll look at that second round in just a few minutes. As far as traffic is concerned right now, a lot of green passing through for us. In fact, the Beltline east and westbound looks pretty good for us. Please keep in mind that things still a little sloshy, a little wet outside. I would plan on being a little extra cautious for your drive home. Overall, drive time sitting fairly close to average from the Beltline to Janesville, 25 minutes, 16 minutes to get from Middleton to Sauk City, downtown to Sun Prairie, 18 minutes. I've got more snow to talk about, guys. I know you're really excited about that in there.
All right, Dana, we'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you.
Thank you, Dana.
Well, 2 people are in jail, and one of them will likely face homicide charges, the other on a probation violation. They're being held after Madison's first homicide of the year.
It happened right outside of the jail near the police department last night. Police tell Naomi Coles the victim lived in Madison his entire life. Naomi?
Police said today the victim was just leaving the jail when he was shot. When I asked if the victim had just been released as an inmate or why he was there, the chief said he didn't know. One family member was there when the shooting happened, which lines up with what a witness told us last night, saying they heard a woman screaming for someone to, quote, save her baby. The chief said within minutes, detectives were reviewing surveillance cameras from the street, which helped them track down the suspect last night.
We believe that this was a premeditated and pre-planned targeted incident. We're still working to determine a motive. It is too early to determine if this is gang related or not.
Police also have the gun that may have been used last night, which they found near where they arrested the suspect. That was close to the Alliance Center. And they found more than a dozen shell casings at the shooting scene downtown. The shooting happened by the city-county building, which houses hundreds of local government employees. Police increased security for them today and for the rest of this week, as it's left many of them on edge.
Naomi, thank you. Mineral Point police say that they've arrested a daycare worker after a 4-month-old child died from injuries suffered while in the woman's care. Police arrested the child's daycare provider for neglecting a child with death as a consequence. Police said the child was in the woman's care on February 25th and died days later at a Madison hospital. Staff at the hospital said the child died from injuries the child suffered in the alleged abuse. News 3 Now is not naming the woman at this time as part of our policy of not to name suspects until they've been formally charged in court. She is currently being held in the Iowa County Jail. 2 months later and more than 200 miles away, police have finally found the man they think shot and killed someone outside a high school basketball game.
Police in Michigan arrested 19-year-old Amari Goodall yesterday. He's wanted in the January 29th shooting death of Jion Broomfield outside of Beloit Memorial High School. And that is where our Tahlil Moeddin is tonight. Tahlil?
For the Beloit community and John Broomfield's family, Chief Sales is hoping that the last 24 hours will offer some relief. Sales says after getting a tip about Amari Goodall being in Southwest Michigan yesterday morning, they immediately reached out to police in Holland, Michigan. Holland police then tracked Goodall to an apartment, called him out, and Goodall cooperated.
They lended a hand to us, and that's what we truly talk about in the law enforcement family. Being that brother and sister, and a department is 5.5, 6 hours away from us, put their crime on hold to help us bring a person to justice.
Sales appreciated finally getting a tip. He called out the Beloit community for not speaking up in the days after the deadly shooting in late January. Sales says this tip shows that together the community and his department can clean up crime in the city. Now, this investigation is still considered open. It's one of 2 other homicide investigations in Beloit. Sales says with this arrest, they're hoping to readjust their focus more on those unsolved crimes in the city. In Beloit, Tahlil Moeddin, News 3 Now.
Neil, thank you. Madison Mayor Rose Conway joined Madison clean energy experts and housing advocates today to urge the Senate to include affordable housing weatherization in their climate plan. She says efficiency programs have often been out of reach for communities of color. Last November, the House passed affordable housing weatherization investments, which dedicated billions in rebates for homeowners and contractors to adopt and invest in energy efficiency. Now local advocates are calling for the Senate to follow suit.
We can lower electricity bills, save people money at the gas pump, save on heating and cooling costs through energy efficiency. And we can create good, clean, green jobs in doing so. But we need the federal government to invest in this vision of the future.
The investments aim to provide key resources for poorer communities to improve energy efficiency in their housing, as well as generate new well-paying jobs in their communities.
The Stoughton Parks and Rec Department has started a project that would make better use of Mant Park and Riverside Park. It includes a river walk, a pedestrian bridge connecting Mant Park to the redevelopment area, trail connection from Mant Park to downtown, a whitewater park, and new riverfront parkland.
There's a few different goals. It's a multi-objective project. Obviously, we want to improve river recreation in the city, but also improve the ecology of the river by reconstructing the dam, and which will help water quality.
The first phase of the project is under construction right now with an expected completion date this August. The Riverwalk Park Stage 2, is expected to start construction next summer and finish next winter. Jared Kushner, a senior advisor to his father-in-law, former President Donald Trump, became the highest-ranking member of the administration and the first member of the Trump family to testify before the House committee investigating the January 6th assault on the U.S. Capitol.
Skylar Henry has more details from Capitol Hill.
Jared Kushner sat for a virtual hearing with the committee investigating the January 6th assault on the U.S. Capitol. Kushner was returning from an overseas trip at the time of the attack, but committee members believe he may still have relevant testimony. Committee Chairman Benny Thompson said, "You didn't have to be in Washington to know what was going on. I don't think anybody would not say he would have some knowledge of the plans around what would occur."
Hi, everyone.
The White House says President Biden will not assert executive privilege for Kushner's testimony.
The president has spoken to the fact that January 6th was one of the darkest days in our country's history, and that we must have a full accounting of what happened to ensure that it never occurs again.
The same is true for Kushner's wife, Ivanka Trump, who the committee is negotiating with for her testimony. The January 6th committee is also looking to bring in Ginny Thomas, the wife of Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas, following revelations that she worked with the Trump White House to try to overturn the 2020 election. CBS News obtained text messages between Thomas and White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows showing coordination, including this one just after the election saying, "Do not concede. It takes time for the army who is gathering for his back." House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is among many Democrats calling for Thomas to recuse himself from cases involving the January 6th assault.
If your wife is an admitted and proud contributor to a coup of our country, maybe you should weigh that in your ethical standards.
Thomas was the sole justice to rule against the National Archives releasing Trump White House documents to the January 6th committee. Skyler Henry, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
The committee is also looking into who funded some of the groups that carried out the assault on the U.S. Capitol.
U.S. defense officials and NATO are sounding the alarm that Russian forces appear to be regrouping as shelling continues near major Ukrainian cities. Russian officials say the U.S. does not understand the Kremlin as it pushes back on U.S. intelligence claiming Russian President Vladimir Putin may have been misled on how the war is going. The Pentagon says Ukrainian forces are on the attack near the capital Kyiv and other cities despite ongoing Russian airstrikes. U.S. and NATO officials warn Russia's military is preparing to execute more attacks.
There is no clear evidence that he's pulling all of his forces out of Kyiv. There is also evidence that he is beefing up his troops down in the Donbass area.
A bus convoy makes its way toward the battered city of Mariupol to evacuate civilians and deliver humanitarian supplies after the Red Cross said Russia agreed to a safe corridor. The United Nations Human Rights Council says it's investigating whether Ukrainian civilians are being forcefully moved to Russia or Russia-controlled territories.
For the first time, we're hearing the heartbreaking stories of Ukrainian refugees seeking safety in Wisconsin. Some of them have made it all the way here to Dane County. A family of Ukrainian refugees has resettled in Fitchburg. They made it out of Ukraine with the help of their Wisconsin friends who they met almost 2 decades ago. Snezana Baikova and her 2 children made the decision to flee their home in Kyiv less than 2 days before the Russian invasion began. What happens at the point where you say, we're getting out of here? What is that like emotionally?
It's extremely difficult to say go, just go or run or escape.
The family shares the details of their harrowing journey to safety and the start of their new life in America, thanks to the power of friendship. I hope you'll join us for this inspiring story tonight on News 3 Now at 10.
Looking forward to this. I know you've worked hard on it, so
thank you.
Be a good one. Still to come at 4, a big announcement from the UW basketball Badgers' biggest star.
We'll find out what All-American Johnny Davis plans to do next season and get reaction from the voice of the Badgers, Matt LePay. That's when Live at 4 continues.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Spring semi-annual sale is happening now. For a limited time, get a Serta Perfect Sleeper for less than $14 per month, plus $200 in free furniture. Doorbuster mattress discounts up to 65% off, and 5-day delivery on all in-stock mattresses. Right now and only at Ashley.
Here's why it's smart to custom order your Ford SUV. Because custom orders receive priority. You'll get an extra 1,000 order bonus plus incentive protection, guaranteeing you the best offer now or at delivery. And the features you choose. Want an EPA estimated 41 combined MPG in an Escape Hybrid? A 12-inch touchscreen in an Edge? You got it. In a Ford built your way. Order your new Explorer SUV to lock in the special Flex Buy offer and get $1,000 custom order cash.
No matter what you do, who you are, or how much money you earn, when it comes to doing taxes, don't go it alone. Jackson Hewitt Tax Pros will make certain you don't miss out on a single deduction. Get the biggest refund you deserve at Jackson Hewitt.
Had enough? No. Arthritis. Here. Aspirin arthritis. Huh. Full prescription strength. Reduces inflammation. Thank the gods. Don't thank them too soon.
Kick pain in the Aspirin.
So with Geico, we can easily bundle home and car insurance and save even more?
Yeah, home, car, motorcycle, all bundled together. Just like that breakfast burrito.
So can I get chorizo?
Yeah, metaphorically, yeah.
Carnitas.
Just chicken. Just give me a bunch of chicken.
Oh, bacon?
Oh, wait, there isn't too much hot sauce, is there? I have a sensitive palate.
I actually like hot sauce. Can I get chips?
How about guacamole?
I don't really know what we're talking about anymore.
Burritos.
Sure. Okay.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
I'm Gary Canolti, inviting News 3 Now viewers to join me on a fabulous New England and St. Lawrence Seaway cruise September 8th through the 18th. Experience the history and beauty of the Atlantic coast, Canadian maritime provinces, and the famous St. Lawrence Seaway aboard our delightful Holland America ship for a 7-night scenic cruise. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword WISC, to learn more about this tour or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Rising prices have hit us all pretty hard, especially utility bills. Here's how USA Insulation can help. When we wrap your home in our foam, it keeps your expensive warm air from leaking out, just like an insulated coffee mug. And with our low monthly payment plans, you can use your energy savings to help pay for it. Imagine a more comfortable home that saves you money. Call now and get a $500 discount on whole home insulation.
USA Insulation. Ashley's Spring Semi-Annual Sale is happening now. Spruce up this season with store-wide furniture savings. For a limited time, discounts up to 54% off. Plus, get an additional 10% off and pay no interest for 36 months. It's the Spring Semi-Annual Sale, only at Ashley.
Well, you're a great driver, of course, but everybody else are awful drivers.
Yep. Seems like that's what most people think, but it clearly can't be true, especially when you look at how many people die in car crashes every year. A study by Nationwide shows 85% of people rate their driving as excellent or very good, but only 29% of people gave other people the same rating. And drivers say roads are considerably more dangerous today than before the pandemic, with half saying driving is more stressful, and the numbers bear that out. Fewer people were driving in 2020, but there was still a nearly 7% increase in car crash deaths, and things only got worse in 2021 with a 12% increase in deaths on the road.
A new study finds the number of illicit pills containing fentanyl seized by U.S. law enforcement jumped a whopping 5,000% in the last 4 years. More than 42,000 fentanyl-laced pills were seized in 2018, and nearly 2.1 million were seized last year. Fentanyl can be found in counterfeit versions of drugs like oxycodone and hydrocodone. The rise in fentanyl seizures parallels a fatal overdose crisis that has been driven by synthetic opioids.
Americans shouldn't expect to see their inflation concerns ease just yet. The Personal Consumption Expenditures Price Index shot up 6.4% in February from the same time last year. That's because that's the highest increase the key price measure has seen since 1982. Analysts say the Russian invasion of Ukraine will continue to impact the U.S. economy, causing the cost of items like gas and food to rise for at least the next few months. Stocks extended their losses, resulting in the worst quarter in 2 years. The Dow Industrials dropped another 550 points, closing at 34,678. The Nasdaq fell 221. The S&P 500 was off 72.
Well, it is official. Big news today from Badger men's basketball.
UW basketball star and consensus first-team All-American Johnny Davis is off to the NBA.
I also want to point out that, my time here at Wisconsin was great. It was an unforgettable experience. I thank all my coaches and my teammates that I had in my corner. And with that being said, I'd like to announce that I'll be declaring for the 2022 NBA draft and hiring an agent, and can't wait for what happens next.
Joining us now to talk about the decision and what it means for the team is the voice of the Badgers, Matt LePay. Matt, great to see you.
Hi, Matt.
Great to see you. It's been a while.
It has been a while. So what do you think of the decision?
It's the right decision. It's a business decision. Maybe 20 years ago, you come back for your junior year and improve your stock. But the way the NBA works now, if you look at most of the draft projections, Johnny is somewhere picked between 6 and 10 or 12, a lottery pick, a first-round pick, which means guaranteed millions of dollars. So from a business standpoint, it's a no-brainer. It really is. And I look forward to watching his career because I think it could be a long and really, really good NBA career for John.
Yeah, as we all do. Elaborate a little bit for us, if you will, on what a special year this was for Johnny.
Well, for Johnny and the team, because they were picked in the preseason by all the experts, they were picked to finish 10th in the Big Ten, and they ended up winning a share of the league title. I think those of us around the program, and more importantly, the coaches and the players, they knew last year, even though his statistics were modest, that he's a little different, that he had a chance to be a really good player. Now, I'm not sure how many projected him to be a consensus All-American, a Big Ten Player of the Year, a finalist for National Player of the Year, but I don't think they would have ruled any of that out. He had the kind of year that we haven't seen probably, statistically in a lot of ways since Michael Finley, who had his jersey retired a little over a month ago. When you're averaging nearly 20 points a game, 8+ rebounds, and he did a lot of his best work against the best teams. And that's something that the NBA folks really, really take notice of games like that.
Do you think if he had stayed another year, he'd be even better?
Well, I think there's a risk, injury, or maybe if your level dips a little bit. I always think, Mark and Susan, of a story that John Calipari told. He's the Kentucky coach, and at the time he was at Memphis, and he had a star player named Derrick Rose, who went on to a really good NBA career. He said, Derrick, if you want to do what's best for you and your family, you should probably look at going into the NBA. But if you want to do what's best for me and my family, you can think about coming back. That's a great line, and I'm sure Greg Gard thought about that. But realistically, again, for Johnny, the move makes perfect sense, because he's not going to be waiting long, I don't think, in the green room in the third week of June when they have the NBA draft.
It's very exciting for him. And looking ahead for the team, there's been a couple of transfers this year. The transfer portal has really changed things in basketball, hasn't it?
Yeah, to say the least. Matthew Moores is going to go closer to home. Ben Carlson, young man from Minnesota, has decided to transfer as well. Wisconsin got some transfers. Chris Vogt, obviously Jacoby Neath, two guys who helped the team this year. So you never know. I think right now everybody wants to project what's next year going to look like, and we really don't know. I think Chucky Hepburn is a terrific player. Tyler Wall, Stephen Crowell, they have a lot of really good pieces in place, but who knows, with the transfer portal, with a couple of incoming recruits, this team could again be a lot better than people think. What happened with 20 points a game walks out the door, that's a hit. But I think historically, Wisconsin, Greg Gard, his staff, they figure it out. And as many have said, if you want to pick Wisconsin low, do so at your own peril, because they're pretty good at playing above the outside expectations.
It was a special season this year. It really was.
Congratulations to Johnny. Matt, thanks for being with us today. Great to see you again.
Yeah, great to see you. You guys take care.
All right, we'll talk to you soon. Still to come at 4, it's Thursday. You know what that means?
It's Traveler Throwback Thursday. We'll dust off the archives and we'll see more old video of Mark. The younger days.
Different hairstyles.
That's when Live at 4 continues.
Everyone remembers the moment they heard, "You have cancer," how their world stopped, and when they found a way to face it. For some, this is where their Keytruda story begins. Keytruda, a breakthrough immunotherapy that may treat certain cancers. One of those cancers is advanced melanoma, which is a kind of skin cancer where Keytruda may be used when your melanoma has spread or cannot be removed by surgery.
Keytruda helps your immune system fight cancer, but can also cause your immune system to attack healthy parts of your body. This can happen during or after treatment and may be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have cough, shortness of breath, chest pain, diarrhea, severe stomach pain or tenderness, severe nausea or vomiting, headache, light sensitivity, eye problems, irregular heartbeat, extreme tiredness, constipation, dizziness or fainting, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, confusion or memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, fever, rash, itching or flushing. These are not all the possible side effects. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions, including immune system problems, or if you've had an organ transplant, had or plan to have a stem cell transplant, or have had radiation to your chest area or a nervous system condition.
Today, Keytruda is FDA approved to treat 16 types of advanced cancer and is being studied in hundreds of clinical trials, exploring ways to treat even more types of cancer. It's true. Keytruda from Merck. See the different types of cancer Keytruda is approved to treat at Keytruda.com and ask your doctor if Keytruda can be part of your story.
Has the winter taken a toll on your roof? Call Feldco today and get free installation on your roofing project. Plus, no interest until 2023.
Ah, fresh coffee.
Hurry, free installation on roofing ends Thursday. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
What are you recommending for muscle pain?
Based on clinical data, I recommend Salonpas.
Agreed. My patients like these patches because they work up to 12 hours, even on moderate pain.
Salonpas, it's good medicine.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To your big promotion.
And to your new house.
I know. What? I guess you had to move fast in this market.
Right? Best thing I did was get a pre-approval from Summit. Once I knew my budget, I only looked at homes I could make a serious offer on.
And how's construction going on your place?
1 month left.
Must be stressful.
Actually, no. I'm working with Summit too, and they've been great about answering all my questions and guiding me along. It's been easy.
Whether you're building or buying a home, Summit Credit Union is here to help.
News 3 Now is taking action to find and deliver the news stories that matter where you live.
Taking action to uncover the truth, getting answers, and finding solutions that can make an impact in your life and our community where we all live.
Taking action for South Central Wisconsin. News 3 Now.
Take a look at this. Ancient Pompeii has a new guardian, Spot, a four-legged robot dog that will inspect the ancient Italian city's streets and tunnels to identify structural issues. The Boston Dynamics robo-dog will patrol Pompeii at night to inspect the smallest of spaces and gather data for planning interventions to fix safety and structural issues. Equipped with a 360-degree camera, Spot will also protect the ancient city's streets from illegal relic hunters. And helping Spot from the skies is a drone with a flying laser scanner capable of conducting scans of the ruins, helping Spot carry out its tasks.
That's pretty cool, but this is like our robot story du jour.
I know, every day we have these dogs doing something else.
They're taking over.
I want to go to Pompeii. That looks fascinating.
That would be beautiful. Just talk about a dive into history. That's what it felt like in the heart of Barcelona. I mean, when you're in the old stone like that, it's so different from what we have around here.
Or you're in the Colosseum in Rome.
Yes, yes.
It's fun to transport anywhere but here today.
Well, and I like the cold, and I like the snow, so full disclosure, I like it.
I do too.
But, exactly.
Oliver had a blast today.
Good.
He loves the snow.
Yeah, I bet he was just wet and muddy.
Yep.
And that's the pattern that we're in now, right? We're moving into April. Things about to get even
wetter.
Yeah. Yep. More rain on the way, possibly even some more snow.
It's still falling. That's a live picture.
It is. We have cloudy skies overhead. A few more flurries expected for us over the next hour or so. We'll look at that 10-day right after the break.
There's conflicting information about Dupuytren's contracture.
But that I couldn't get treatment yet.
Well, people may think that their contracture has to be severe to be treated, but it doesn't. If you can't lay your hand flat on the table, talk to a hand specialist.
But what if I don't want surgery?
Well, then you should find a hand specialist certified to offer non-surgical treatments.
What's the next step?
Visit findahandspecialist.com today to get started.
Everything seems to be more expensive these days. Everything costs more. Ron Johnson should be helping families like us, but he seems to have helped himself instead. An investigation found that Ron Johnson pushed through a special tax loophole that benefited his own family's business. Then he cashed out of the company for $5 million. He's doubled his wealth since taking office. It doesn't seem fair to me. Tell Ron Johnson to stop passing tax laws that benefit himself.
Outlets at the Dells, an attraction not to be missed. With over 60 of the world's biggest brands, we thrill family vacationers, trendsetters, and all who love a smoking hot discount. We are all about the thrill of the deal, the joy of finding the thing you forgot to pack, the swimsuit that's the hit of the park, the dress that makes you walk with swagger, and the discounts that no one else can touch. Save even more with 25% off and get a free Vera Bradley umbrella. Visit outletsatthedells.com for coupon and details.
There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock, because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Well, we still have some light snow coming down, but as we look back over the last 24 hours, our snow accumulation totals landing right in our forecasted range. We were looking at 1 to 3 inches. At Sullivan, we picked up just under 3 inches. Monticello at about 2.5. Oregon, just under 2.5. And in Madison at the airport, just under 2 inches. Could see those totals creep up by the end of this, maybe 1/10 of an inch for our final amounts. But at this point, we're pretty much wrapping things up again with the flurries coming through right now. Should be dry overnight. Also expecting a dry sky for us on Friday. Friday, mostly sunny outside with temperatures in the mid-40s. So plan on most of this melting away on Friday. And then we have a little more building back in Friday night into Saturday. Our snow chances will develop late Friday night after midnight and continue through much of the early morning on Saturday. That's going to mix with rain at times. Could have some steady mixed precipitation early in the day. Temperature-wise, we're still chilly through the weekend into the start of next week. We've in fact pulled temperatures back just a little bit more for us on Sunday. Right now we have some steadier snowfall to the northeast, some light flurries still for Madison, a mostly cloudy sky overhead with temperatures in the mid-30s. Now will become mostly clear by daybreak tomorrow, so it is going to be colder overnight. Plan on starting the day off in the mid-20s with our breeze coming in from the northwest. Mostly sunny skies for Friday afternoon, and then by Friday night the rain chances and mixed chances start to build back in. This is closer to 10 o'clock. Some light showers along the western edge of the state first. Likely going to see this mixed precip just after midnight. It transitions over to light snow by early Saturday morning. Again, could see some rain mixed in as well. So it's one of those events where temperatures hovering just above freezing, if not right at 32 degrees. So we could see a little rain, also some snow chances through early in the day on Saturday. This wraps up in the early afternoon. We might see some clearing late in the day, but likely going to hold on a little more cloud coverage later on. 1 to 2 inches likely for us. Higher amounts landing northwest closer to La Crosse. So another measurable snow event expected to come through. Temperature-wise, with that sun tomorrow, will be in the mid-40s. Certainly not as cold outside. We'll add on about 10 degrees to our afternoon highs. But do keep in mind, overnight lows will be even colder since that sky is going to be clearing out. We'll drop to the low 20s tonight. Friday night heading into Saturday, near freezing. Saturday, mixed precipitation. We could have about 1 to 3 inches again of accumulation. So very similar to what we just had come through. Sunday, we've pulled back closer to the mid-40s for afternoon highs. It's going to come along with some rain late in the day. That transitions over to some light snow early Monday morning. Some accumulation, again, possible. Could see 1 inch to 3 inches for us with temperatures in the after. I know. Rounds and rounds and rounds. We're going to be close to 40 on Monday. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, we finally get near 50, but it doesn't last. We cool back down by the end of the week. And then we see the 50s. Our producer's not happy about this either. 50s by next weekend. It is April weather, where it's cool and it's rainy. We get a few nice sunny days, and then we go back to cool and rainy.
When on Saturday?
When?
When is it going to snow?
We'll have mixed. Did you not just watch my future? Guys, I showed it.
1 to 3.
Right over there, there's a big screen behind you. Yes, it's going to start after midnight. Thank you.
We were looking at dog pictures or something.
Yeah, so it starts after midnight for us tonight, and then we'll have some mixed precip early in the day, and then some light rain possible towards the end of it. So I would say most of Saturday morning and early afternoon.
Okay.
All right. Very good.
Thank
you.
Thank you.
April Fools.
Well, the best music has to offer will be on display this weekend in Las Vegas at the Grammy Awards.
The worst music had to offer was captured in the Dells in 1986. That's where our Traveler Throwback Thursday story takes us.
It is called On Stage, Wisconsin Dells' newest tourist attraction. Let me tell you how it works. Some hopeful recording star, like little Amy Wolfram here, goes into On Stage. She decides what song she'd like to sing. She's given the words to the song and heads into one of the 6 private recording booths. Then an engineer plays a specially recorded tape with just the music and background vocals on it. Here we go. While you sing along, your voice is recorded on another tape. Then, voila, you're a big-time recording star. Amy actually sounded pretty good when the final product was played back.
What's it like to hear yourself sing?
It's different.
How do you think you sound?
It's okay.
You sound pretty good.
Yeah.
On Stage is owned by Ben Borcher. The nearest operation like this one is in Ohio, and it seems to be catching on here in the Dells.
It's really a lot of fun. People come out, they're laughing, enjoying themselves, and I can tell by the response of the people that it's going to be a success. They're always asking us if we've done something to doctor their voice up, and we always tell them, no, it's just their voice.
Now, I've always considered myself a pretty good singer. I sound good in the shower anyway, so why not? Out of the more than 150 songs, I picked a classic, New York, New York.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York.
Ooh, I never realized how bad I sound. No wonder the paint keeps coming off the walls in the shower. Maybe a different song, yeah. How about the Traveler's Theme?
Oh, I'm a traveling man. Yes, I'm a traveling man.
What do you think of this guy singing here? How's that sound? Pretty good. Serious? Yeah.
Isn't that Ricky Nelson? It sounds like Ricky Nelson.
Well, thank you.
That's it. Encourage the guy. But maybe I could have a singing career.
K-Bell presents Mark Kane's greatest hits. Here's such favorites as New York, New York.
My little town blues are melting away.
I'm a traveling man.
I'm a traveling man. Made a lot of stops all over the world.
More New York, New York. And of course, I'm a traveling man. You've heard him on TV, now enjoy him at home. Rush 895 and Mark Kane's greatest hits or call 1-800-555-4321. That's 1-800-555-4321. It's over and out available in stores. Act fast. Supplies very limited.
I own the heart of at least one lovely girl.
Don't call that number.
Oh, that is such a great story.
I think Dennis actually groaned over here.
Bless your heart. We have to find Amy Wolfram.
She must have gotten married.
Oh, I hope by some miracle she's watching tonight.
Yeah.
You never know. Oh, was that fun? That was so
unfortunately, the studio's gone now. So
yeah,
I think
a great idea.
They closed it right after me. Yeah. We'll make another trip down memory lane next Thursday.
It's going to be hard to top that one.
Well, coming up next on Live at 4, Dr. Zorba Pastor has the latest medical news, plus he takes your calls.
And then coming up next hour at 5, yesterday Assembly Speaker Voss was found in contempt of court for failing to overturn records about the Republican election review. Our Will Keneally will tell us more coming up at 5.
Save, we believe fresh is all about standards. Like for oranges, we check for color and scarring and more. Because when it comes to fresh for everyone, we believe the juice is worth the squeeze. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Allergies just try to stop us being the greatest versions of ourselves. Allegra lasts up to 6 times longer than Benadryl, so trees, you won't take us down.
Allegra starts working 2 times faster than Claritin, so dust, you won't wipe us out.
And unlike Zyrtec, Allegra won't make us drowsy. So fur, you won't phase us. When allergies attack, take Allegra before your symptoms take over you. Live your
greatness.
Inflation has surged to a 40-year high. Democrats declared war on fossil fuels, so gasoline prices are at record levels. President Obama's chief economist says inflation is costing your family $4,000 a year. Why? Because Democrats are printing trillions of dollars to pay for their massive deficit spending. Inflation is the Democrats' tax on the middle class. I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message because I'm concerned about rising prices just like you.
Why hide your skin if Dupixent has your moderate to severe eczema or atopic dermatitis under control?
Hide my skin, not me.
By hitting eczema where it counts, Dupixent helps heal your skin from within, keeping you one step ahead of eczema.
Hide my skin?
Not me. And that means long-lasting, clearer skin and fast itch relief for adults. With Dupixent, you can show more skin with less eczema.
Hide my skin? Not me.
Don't use if you're allergic to Dupixent. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. When you help heal your skin from within, you can change how your skin looks and feels. And that's the kind of change you notice. Talk to your eczema specialist about Dupixent, a breakthrough eczema treatment.
At Pick and Save, every free pickup order is picked fresh and packed with care, or we'll make it right. We're fresh every day, so shop anyway. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Wake up, Madison, to everything you need to know to start your day. First, Chris and Leah get you up to speed on what happened overnight. Then plan your day with Chris Reese and his hour-by-hour forecast. And you never know who you're going to meet in the 608 with Josh Sprider. News 3 Now this morning, getting you up to the minute you're up. Weekday mornings starting at 4:30.
Giving the weather satellite a spin, this is the state capital in Denver.
That's a beautiful shot. It is warmer in Denver than it is in Madison.
65 degrees and no snow. It's time now to talk to Zorba Pastor. We'll also be taking your phone calls. The number to call 608-270-9933. You can start calling in now. We'll get to your calls in the next break. Hi, Zorba.
Hi, Zorba.
Hi. Good to see you guys.
We're talking about statins today and high cholesterol.
Right. There's a new study out that really looked at statins, triglycerides, and the risk of stroke. And statins are really, really good for bringing down your cholesterol, especially bringing down the LDL, which is the bad cholesterol. So we've known that for years. But when it comes to triglycerides, they're not nearly as good. So in this particular study, they looked to see whether or not triglycerides really made a difference in the risk of stroke. And lo and behold, if you're on a statin and your triglycerides are elevated, it still means that you could reduce that risk of stroke by essentially reducing your triglycerides. And the way you do that is with a better diet, a more Mediterranean diet, and frankly, eating more fish and fish oil. And I used to be against fish oil, but now with this new research, I think 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams of fish oil may be worthwhile. I don't think there's a downside except for belching and burping when you actually have fish oil, and bringing down those triglycerides really can reduce the risk of stroke.
All right, and that's in addition to eating fish twice a week.
Of course. And there really is a difference. Fish oil may bring down your triglycerides, but we know that eating fish twice a week can really make a difference in bringing down your risk of stroke and heart attacks. So even if you're taking fish oil, besides that Friday night fish fry, have fish one more time during the week, and that's really going to be better for your health.
I was going to say, the fish fry counts?
Yes, the fish fry counts. Well, it ought to not exactly be fried, but you know what? On Friday night, fish fry, come on. It's a Wisconsin tradition. Save on that fat somewhere else in the week.
Maybe you can get it baked instead of fried.
That's good.
You bet.
All right, and back to fish oil. I stopped taking it because of you.
Right. Well, welcome to science. You know, we change when we learn new data. That's right. Welcome.
It's in the back of the cupboard. I'll get it back out front. All right. Pick up your phone now. We're going to take your calls at 608-270-9933.
Dr. Pastor will take your calls right after the break. We'll be right back.
Numbers move you, but some can stop you in your tracks, like the tens of thousands of people who were diagnosed with certain HPV-related cancers. For most people, HPV clears on its own, but for those who don't clear the virus, it can cause certain cancers. Gardasil 9 is a vaccine given to adults through age 45 that can help protect against certain diseases caused by HPV, including cervical, vaginal, vulvar, anal, and certain head and neck cancers, such as throat and back of mouth cancers and genital warts. Gardasil 9 doesn't protect everyone and does not treat cancer or HPV infection. Your doctor may recommend screening for certain HPV-related cancers. Women still need routine cervical cancer screenings. You shouldn't get Gardasil 9 if you've had an allergic reaction to the vaccine, its ingredients, or are allergic to yeast. Tell your doctor if you have a weakened immune system, are pregnant, or plan to be. The most common side effects include injection site reactions, headache, fever, nausea, dizziness, tiredness, diarrhea, abdominal pain, and sore throat. Fainting can also happen. Help protect what counts. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist about Gardasil 9.
Inflation has surged to a 40-year high. Democrats declared war on fossil fuels, so gasoline prices are at record levels. President Obama's chief economist says inflation is costing your family $4,000 a year. Why? Because Democrats are printing trillions of dollars to pay for their massive deficit spending. Inflation is the Democrats' tax on the middle class. I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message because I'm concerned about rising prices just like you.
The world is full of make or break moments, especially if you have postmenopausal osteoporosis and a high risk for fracture. It's time to make your move to help reduce your risk of fracture with Prolia. Only Prolia is proven to help strengthen and protect bones from fracture with one shot every 6 months.
Do not take Prolia if you have low blood calcium, are pregnant, are allergic to it, or take Exgeva. Serious allergic reactions like low blood pressure, trouble breathing, throat tightness, face, lip, or tongue swelling, rash, itching, or hives have happened. Tell your doctor about dental problems, as severe jawbone problems may happen, or new or unusual pain in your hip, groin, or thigh, as unusual thigh bone fractures have occurred. Speak to your doctor before stopping, skipping, or delaying Prolia, as spine and other bone fractures have occurred. Prolia can cause serious side effects like low blood calcium, serious infections, which could need hospitalization, skin problems, and severe bone, joint, or muscle pain.
Don't wait for a break. Call your doctor now and ask how Prolia can help you.
You heard it was a hit. You heard it was a smash. A wonder. A phenomenon. An international sensation. But you haven't heard them.
Well, no news is good news when it comes to traffic. Things mostly green for us through southern Wisconsin right now. A few slowdown spots eastbound along the Beltline near 151, but westbound fairly smooth for us currently. Downtown Janesville, no major delays. And the interstate north and southbound through Rock County and Dane County. All good for us this evening. From the Beltline to Janesville, close to 25 minutes, 16 minutes to get from Middleton to Sauk City, and downtown to Sun Prairie, about 17 minutes for us this evening. That's a quick look at traffic.
Dana, thank you. Officials in India released 150 turtle hatchlings into the Indian Sea. School children who had been brought to learn about turtle conservation watched as the young sea turtles were released. The turtle eggs were hatched at 52 days after they'd been monitored closely. Turtles come to this beach every year between December and March to lay their eggs. According to the World Wildlife Fund for Nature, sea turtles have been around for over 100 million years.
That's an amazing sight. It happens in South Carolina.
Your dad does this.
Yeah, my dad was on the turtle team for years and years.
There they go.
Incredible.
Good luck.
Yeah.
All right, we're taking your calls for Dr. Zorba. Pastor 270-9933, the number to call.
Great, and it's a great night to call in if you have a question. There's 3 lines open if you have a question for Dr. Pastor.
And we'll start with Angie in Jefferson. Hi, Angie. Go ahead.
Hi. I take pravastatin, have for probably about 5 or 6 years now, but all my cholesterol levels are within range. So is that something that I should talk to the doctor about maybe not having to take it, or?
Well, it rather depends. In other words, if you're at risk, if you have high blood pressure, history of heart disease in the past, family history, we know that statins do more than just lower the cholesterol, because other drugs that lower the cholesterol do not reduce the risk of heart attack. So we know that statins in and of themselves do something else. They stabilize the plaque, which is on your coronary arteries, and the plaque that's also in your brain. So they have secondary effects that are really, really important. And we now know that because many of people still have elevated triglycerides, that fish and fish oil can really make a difference. So this is something where you need some individual really discussion with your doctor to come up whether or not that's the right drug for you.
All right, and any fish?
Well, any fish is good. It turns out fatty fish is the best. So salmon is a very good idea of a fatty fish. And believe it or not, sardines. Now, I happen to love sardines, but when I open up a can of sardines, my wife, Penny, doesn't really like the smell of sardines. You know, they have a distinct smell to them. But the fattier the fish, the better off it is. So it turns out salmon is better than cod, and sardine, for instance, is an inexpensive, very, very good fish that really does a great job at lowering triglycerides.
All right, fantastic. Let's go to Robert in Janesville. Hi, Robert. What's your question?
Robert, you there? Hello, Robert? Nope, he's gone.
Oh.
He was asking about vitamin D level. I'm not sure what...
Well, vitamin D, we know that many people are low on vitamin D, especially during the wintertime. And so taking 1,000 or 2,000 milligrams of vitamin D3, and frankly, D3 is the only thing I think that's pretty much sold in the country, can make a difference. And of all of the vitamins and minerals that I've ever talked about, vitamin D3 still is standing the test of time. So I recommend people take 2,000 international units of vitamin D3 really year-round, because we don't really get a lot of sun in Wisconsin. We think we get a lot of sun. Maybe we do in July and August, but the rest of the year, come on, we don't really get as much sun as we'd like to have. So 2,000 units of D3 can really make a difference, I think, overall. And of course, anyone with osteoporosis or risk should definitely be on that vitamin.
All right. Let's go to Beth now in Mount Horeb. Hi, Beth. What's your question?
Hi, I got my first booster shot in December. When can I get the second booster shot?
Anytime you can make an appointment. I think it's a good idea. I just got my second booster shot 2 days ago. No reaction at all. My wife got her second booster shot yesterday. Once again, this is science and evolution, folks. So the answer is right now, it appears that maybe we need a second booster. Maybe we need one every year. We don't really know. But right now, anyone over the age of 50, or rather over the age of 65, or anyone over the age of 50 who has a medical problem, it's recommended they get a booster. I'm not sure exactly if it's 6 months after the last booster.
It's 4 months. It's 4 months.
Okay.
And people 50 and over.
50 and over. So
4 months
the
after
recommendation, 50 and over. And that's what they really came up with. Once again, this is something in evolution, and you can always go to the CDC website. But we know now you can call up your local clinic and see when you can go in to actually get a shot. And once again, you might as well get it, because the more protected you are, the less likely you are actually to get COVID or to get a serious case.
And you can get either one. You can get Moderna or Pfizer. You don't have to stick with what you have.
Mix or match doesn't make a difference. Either one of those really can work out.
We are out of time, unfortunately. Thank you all for calling in. We'll do this again in a couple of weeks.
Thank you, Zorba. We'll see you soon.
Take care.
We'll have a final check of your forecast coming up.
Allergy sufferers, bedtime means it's time to take Zysol. Zysol relieves allergies while you sleep, so you wake refreshed. Plus, it works faster than Claritin, and on first dose, provides the same relief as Zyrtec in a pill nearly half the size. Be wise all, take Zysol at night.
It's all you. No, I insist. It's your turn. Nope, I think it's your turn. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. Go. I appreciate your appreciation. It fills me.
Safe drivers save money with Farmers.
Just for driving safely?
It's a Farmers policy perk. Get Farmers and you can get a safe driver discount simply for having a clean driving record for 3 years.
Come on. After you. After you. Safety first.
Get a whole lot of something with Farmers policy perks.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Are your credit card payments $500 or $600 or more on top of your vehicle payments? Chapter 7 and 13 plans start at only $275 a month. Consolidate with Chapter 13 or eliminate your debt under Chapter 7 and get your payments under control. I'm attorney Peter Francis Geraci. At Geraci Law, we consolidate or eliminate on your phone, from your home, or old school in person. Hit the debt-free button. Click or call now.
Whether you have a design emergency or you just want to shop the best furniture showroom in town, you need Dwellings, Madison's best kept secret for design and furniture. Shop our fabulous showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
News 3 Now is taking action to keep you on top of the latest breaking news.
Taking action whenever news breaks with a team committed to following developing stories so you'll know all the facts.
Taking action for South Central Wisconsin. News 3 Now.
When war breaks out,
I don't know what will happen.
Until a local couple takes action to help their Ukrainian friends.
We need to get her to the United States.
Susan Simon shares the powerful story of two families bonded by compassion. Tonight on News 3 Now at 10.
Right now, we do still have some light flurries overhead. The steadier stuff really seems northwest of Madison. We'll take a little closer look at things. Overall, Dane County just again dealing with some flurries and a cloudy sky overhead. Temperature-wise, in the mid-30s with a light breeze. You can see some of those flurries swirling around on the camera. We're expecting temps tonight to drop down to the low 20s. A clearing sky, that means sunshine for Friday.
All right. Thank you, Dana. Tomorrow here on Live at 4, it's time to vote for your favorites. The Best of Madison magazine competition begins.
And our Michael Bruno goes backstage for Broome Street Theater's production of The Killer Bees. That's coming up tomorrow on Live at 4.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock, because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures, with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Creating family memories is what Maple Leaf Landscaping is all about. We design and build outdoor spaces that bring people together. Landscaped spaces for any size family. Functional, beautiful, a place everyone will enjoy. And it all starts with a free visit at your home by one of our landscape experts. So call Maple Leaf Landscaping today and have us create an outdoor living space for your home.
Keeping them safe and healthy, it's our #1 job. So even though we've all heard that the COVID-19 vaccine is safe for kids, we still have questions. That's why our family decided to get the facts on the COVID-19 vaccine for kids right away. And to keep taking simple safety steps as we learn more. Help your kids stay safe and in school. Learn more at dhs.wi.gov/COVID-19/parents.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
In today's Final Touch, the world's longest roller coaster gets even longer.
After 42 years as the top dog, a record-breaking roller coaster breaks its own record. Since 1979, the Beast at Cincinnati, Ohio's King Island Amusement Park has held the Guinness World Record for the world's longest roller coaster. Just how long is it? The ride lasts over 4 minutes. It's that long. 7,359 feet long, to be exact. At least that was until the park did some off-season retracking work, which the park peeps resulted in an extra 2 feet of total track length to the wooden behemoth. All this means after holding on to its length laurels for a lengthy 42 years straight at a newly revised 7,361 feet long, the Beast will end up breaking its own world record when it reopens in May.
Road trip.
I love roller coasters.
Oh, I can't do them.
That's our time for now. Thanks for watching. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.